Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are doing a Flower Nose Little Angel collection review, which these products are so stunning. Like the amount of art that is put into this packaging is so beautiful. They just released one of their other collections too, but this one I've been hanging on to for months and I haven't posted it, and I'm so sorry for that. My kind of excuse is that I'm 7 months pregnant. So when I purchased this, I was in the thick of the first trimester and I was so sick. We're talking all day sickness. Some people just get morning. I had all day. And then after the first trimester, I just don't really have an excuse other than I'm sorry that I haven't posted this, but here it is. And I hope you enjoy it. As always, all of the products will be linked down below, as well as the sets and stuff. If you decide to purchase a couple products, I think that's the best way to get the most for your money. I also have a coupon code, which is Brooklyn, and you get 5% off. I know it's not a lot, but yeah. And secondly, they don't pay me to make these videos. I do make a commission off of the purchases if you use my code or the links, but I don't, they're not paying me to do this. So all of my thoughts are my honest thoughts and opinions, and I try to be as thorough as possible. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So first up, just applying the lip mask. I feel like this feels nice. There's absolutely no scent to it, which is kind of strange to have just no scent. I smell nothing, but it feels nice on the lips. I don't know if it compares to my favorite lip masks or anything, but the packaging's cute and it does feel nice. It's just very lightweight. Now this is what I feel like we have to start with first, which is the gorgeous palette. Hello. It looks so beautiful. All the details are insane. And then you have the little angel in there with kind of some rainbows. It looks very kaleidoscope-esque to me. I am trying to use my head to hide these lights and I just did not do a great job. So here are the eyeshadows, which this is the largest eyeshadow palette I feel like they've done. Normally it's maybe 5 shades, and in this one you get 4, 6, 8, 9 shades, and they're really beautiful. So let's start with this. So I'm gonna start with these 2 shades and just kind of mix them. It's kind of like a blushy transition shade. And then, oh, let's use the hand mirror. What am I thinking? So I just primed with a little bit of concealer. I don't know if this is the best thing to do, but I just didn't want to get out an eyeshadow primer today, to be honest. So what I do like about these is you're not gonna get the most pigmented shadows ever, but they're also lighter in shade. I think that's a common misconception with this brand. A lot of people are the blushes aren't pigmented and this and that, and it's they're just very light shade. I don't think it's actually that they're not pigmented. They may be slightly more sheer, but I think it's more the shade you're choosing. So I feel when you shop from this brand, go with a little bit darker colors than you would normally go for. And I feel I've seen success with that, at least when I've had, when I've worn their blushes. So try that if you want. Okay, then I'm going to dip into this medium darkish brown with this little pointy brush. Okay, we do a fallout there with the darker shadow. So in the future, what I would do is my eyes first, but nothing we can't fix. You also just may need to be careful with the amount you're picking up, because on this side, the fallout's not as bad. I think I just dipped in and took too much product because there's no fallout on this side. I'm also dipping into the super dark brown here and a little bit of the gray. Almost do a smoky liner. I find that this makes my lashes look so much thicker, and it just kind of helps, I don't know, blend everything together. I really love how it looks, and I love how it makes my eyes look. So I feel I should have done a better primer with this. The one I really love that always works really well for me is the P. Louise one. So I would recommend using that instead of just going in on a semi-concealed lid like I did. Okay, I think I'm ready for a shimmer. So I'm going to swatch these 3 up here. They're so beautiful. And there we go. Oh my gosh, those are stunning. I'm just gonna put it on my arm. There's something that's so nice about their shimmers where they look almost wet on the skin, and I feel like that's what like really sets them apart from other shadows. The gold is more of like a bronze, or like almost like the Urban Decay Space Cowboy, and I really love that. So I think I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, and I love how these apply with fingers, but if you just look at that, it looks like stars on your lid. Like, that's the best way I can describe it because it looks so pretty. It's the kind of sparkle that doesn't emphasize texture on the lid because it just kind of like sits on top and like makes this like magical, beautiful, like, I don't know, it's just so pretty. And then I'm also gonna take a bit of the pink too. And then I'm adding the Pretty Pearl shade just right on that inner corner. So my overall review on the eyeshadow palette is I love the packaging, I love the color story, the shimmers, 10 out of 10, maybe even an 11 out of 10 because they remind me a lot of the Pat McGrath shadows, and this palette is a fraction of the price compared to that. The mattes, I would say maybe like a 7 out of 10. The reason I'm not giving like lower or higher is because I feel like I don't want to be too harsh because I didn't use an eyeshadow primer with them. And we did still get a really beautiful look, and I love the shades that they have of the mattes, but they weren't like the easiest to blend when it came to like the darker shades. So if you have a good eyeshadow primer, if you love the color story, and you want some fun shimmers, I feel like this is worth getting. I really, really like how it turned out, and I see myself using this one the most of my Flower Nose palettes because it is just so great for every day. Like we went dramatic today, of course, but if you wanted to do something more subtle, you totally could with this palette. So I do really like this, and I'm gonna use it again for sure. Okay, I realized I forgot to say what was on my eyes, so I used the ColourPop brown gel eyeliner, and then the velour extensions in the volume pack. If I'm wearing lashes, it's pretty much always some version of their extensions. They're the best, and I just do 2 on my outer eye, and I love it. Okay, you guys, I can't even tell you how excited I am about these blushes. These are cream blushes, which they've never done before. They've always been some sort of powder blush, and the shades, you guys, oh my gosh. Let me just show you. Okay, this one, it's like a hot Barbie pink, but it's warm. It's not like your typical cool toned pink. So it's probably gonna be different than other shades you have in your collection unless you feel like you have one just like this. And then this one, which has the black packaging, was so pretty to me. It's like a beautiful natural mauve shade. So I'm gonna show you kind of the difference in like the vibrancy and stuff. They were both so pretty. So I'm like, I'm picking up 2. I wanna start with the hot pink because yeah, it just feels fitting. So I just did a couple dabs, and it looks like it's pretty pigmented, at least from what it's showing on the brush. So let's apply. I'm gonna apply, this is like one of the tricks, is to keep the blush above the tip of your nose. You don't want it to go down further than that. And to apply kind of where your pupil is, like, not where it is, but like outside of that. So kind of keep your blush in that range. But wow, this is actually such a pretty color. Oh wow, okay. I think I love this. I think I love it. Yeah, for sure. I also love that it's not like a glossy cream blush. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. And you can see, unfortunately, the print is ruined now. So sad. But it's very pretty. I feel like if you have felt like their blushes weren't pigmented, oh my gosh, I keep saying pigmented. That's not a word. These are far more pigmented than the other ones. The funny thing is, despite how many times I messed up that word, what I meant to say is these are brighter, not necessarily more pigmented. It's just a very bright blush. So that's what I meant to say. And I feel like it's that cream, but like it just blended right in to like my bronzer and face, and I love that. Okay, let's go in with the other shade and see how we like that one. Okay, now we're gonna go in with this one, and I'm using the flower nose brush. I feel like the hot pink one might stain it, so that's why we're going with the neutral one for this. But let's see what we get. Ooh, that's pretty. I feel like they picked really good shades for this one. Or maybe I just picked really good shades from this launch. So this one's really pretty, obviously more cool toned, but I don't have a ton of mauve blushes. So when I saw this, I was like, I want to get it and try it. So I feel like this is so pretty. It's light, but I do see it on my face pretty nicely. I hope it's showing up on camera and you can see it. I'm gonna build it up just a little bit more. Yeah, it's also just a lighter shade, but I think it's really, really pretty. I think this is gonna be a pretty winter blush, especially with more of the cool tones in it. I do have to say, I think this one is my favorite just because I'm a pink blush girl, but let's go ahead and combine them. I'm gonna add the mauve on top of this. Oh wow, and that just kind of like gave it like a brightening effect. That's actually so pretty. So I feel like this blush in particular, which is called SO2 Floral Praise, is probably my favorite flower nose product so far. Like, it looks so pretty. It melted into the skin. I really love the formula of it. I love that it's not too shiny. It doesn't give you like a glossy or like sticky look to the cheek. It just looks really nice. I really love this. So 10 out of 10 on this. This packaging, I feel they also nailed. I don't think I have any highlighters from them, so I wanted to purchase this one. And that shade, there was something about it where I was like, I need it. I almost purchased 2 of the shades, but this one, especially with that like beautiful rose gold and like pink and blue packaging, like I was like, I'm gonna do this one. I think 1 is enough. I'm gonna use this little fluffy blush for a detailed highlight. And I'm just gonna kind of like carefully go in because I wanna keep it as nice as possible, because like that imprint is just insane. Like, I don't know who makes those. I don't know if it's AI or a 3D printer. I don't really care. It's just beautiful. Let's try this on. Okay, so far it's blending in beautifully with the blush, and I'm just going to kind of massage that in with the brush. I like that it's not a super like bam blinding highlighter, like straight from a time machine of like 2016, you know, which I know some people love that look, and no shame to that at all. But this is like a really, really pretty, I don't know, they did a really good job with this. I really love the texture. If I'm like highlighting right here in between the brows a bit and more on the bridge, and then just like the tiniest amount on the tip, and I do like the very end of my brush. I really love this highlighter. I see myself using it. I feel like this is a really beautiful and also unique shade. Okay, last but not least, we have 2 lipsticks. So let's swatch them. So they're more of like a matte blurring kind of lipstick, which I find to be like, I think they're okay. I'm just not someone that like reaches for them a ton. However, from the last line, the Ballet or the Swan Lake line, they did these beautiful glossy lipsticks and I loved them. I'm such a sucker for those for some reason. Like the glossy lipsticks I love. But here are the shades we're looking at. So this one has a little bit more peach to it. This one is called CO1 Starry Cross. And then this one, which is more of like a brownie nude, is called Golden Wheat CO7. I kind of want the brownie. Let's put both of them on. I also like the shape of the applicator. I would typically wear a lip liner, like going out, you know, but it actually applied really nice without one. And it feels really creamy. It doesn't feel like a drying matte. Somehow it feels somewhat moisturizing. I don't know if like it continues to be like that, but I don't know, it's pretty. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of the other one in the center just for a little more like color. So these have a very soft texture to them. I wouldn't roll them up too much because I do feel like they could like break off. But they are very pretty. They feel really nice and soft on the lips. I'm just not really like a matte lip girl. So I just added a little bit of lip liner, and then I'm going to apply the lipstick. And I'm going in with the one that was in the blue tube that was a little bit peachier. Because I do feel like with these, because they are so soft and creamy and like buttery feeling, they may have the potential to kind of bleed outside the lines. If you have problems with that, I would maybe go with their liquid lipstick if you want a matte shade, or do lip liner and wear it this way. But overall, I would say I like their Swan Lake lipsticks the best. I do think these are still pretty. Like I said, I'm just not really a matte lip girl. I'm always gonna have like some sort of like shiny or glossy lip on. That just feels the most like me. So when I got this, it came with this box right back here, and then also this little makeup pouch, which I'll show you. So it has a little pearl here for the zipper, and then it's just like a pearlescent pink bag, and it says Flower Nose and has like a tiny little imprint of the angels. I don't know if my lights will pick that up. It might be a little too reflective. And then little bows on it, which I think is adorable. But I really like doing the deals with the gift boxes that they do, because it's at a discounted rate, and then you get to pick a bunch of the items that go in there. And then I also have a code for you guys, which is Brooklyn, and you get 5% off. So I know it's not a lot. That's just like all they give for the percent off, but it's something. Highly recommend doing the gift boxes if there are a few items you want to purchase, because it just seems to be the best cost-wise. Sometimes they even have boxes where it'll be a few of the brands together, and they'll kind of do it more by like color, which is cool and pretty. So yeah, if you guys are looking at Flower Nose though, I feel like this is one of my favorite collections by far. And I've really loved and enjoyed all of them so far. I feel like each collection has had something that has been very special and beautiful and just different. And I just love the thought and effort that they put into their products and packaging. And I do feel like the quality has gotten better each launch as well. Like, I did like the quality of the first launch and I liked the products and stuff, but I feel that they've continued to up it. Another thing I forgot to touch on, but I think is a great thing to purchase from them, are their mirrors. I get comments on most of my videos. If the mirror is visible, they're like, where is that from? You need to tell me where you got that mirror from. I love them. They're very high quality and the colors are so cute. I think if you create content and you use a mirror at all, like in your videos, I think these are actually a great investment, because while you're filming and doing your makeup, like the viewer has something else that looks very nice to look at. I really love the mirrors. Every time they come out with a new collection, I purchase another mirror because I'm like, these are so pretty, and if I ever have too many, I'll give them away and no one's gonna be mad about a cute hand mirror. So if you want to check out my other Flower Nose videos, I will have them linked down below, as well as all of the products from this that I mentioned and the gift boxes as well. Another side note, if you just want the box itself and nothing else, you can purchase that, but don't confuse that with a gift set. The gift box and gift sets are different. So also, if you would like to see me review their most recent collection, comment a flower, just like a flower emoji down below, and that'll let me know that you guys want to see that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so happy to be here, so happy to be back and hopefully filming more consistently. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!